Hello everyone, let's get some collective messages for you. Spirit, what would you like to tell the collective? Okay, guess they got plans. Alright, this is going to be a warning. Let's get into it. We have the Hierophant in reverse. So we have an arrogant person here. Potentially a man in a position of authority. Yeah, somebody successful. But they have a victim mentality. Like, they always want to make themselves out to be the victim. This is somebody in a social group that you are also in. And this is a group that you've recently been rejected from or are feeling rejected from now. Spirit is saying it is not your destiny to be a part of this particular group, but it is part of your destiny to succeed in this, whatever this is that you're doing. If this social group is, you know, an academic thing, you are going to succeed in whatever that field is. It's just not in the way that it's happening. We'll get into it. Yeah, you have expertise here, like I was saying. You know, with this Eight of Pentacles, like, you work very hard. You may actually be a bit of a perfectionist. You hyper-focus a lot. Looking at you, ADHD crowd, I'm feeling you. I'm here with you. Okay, part of the warning is that you are working super hard to try to succeed in a group of people who are either led by or influenced by somebody who kind of wants to sabotage you or may have already tried. Okay, well, let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. Please protect this reading. Protect all who are watching, who have a kind heart. Please keep out any negative energies who want to skew this reading, confuse us, or affect anyone in any negative way. Okay. You might be at a point of hesitation in your life right now because of a rejection that you felt from this group or this particular person. Whatever this is, like this group or this topic that you are working within, kind of feel like it could be a career field, but it's not for everybody. I feel like it's not, this isn't money related, this is a skill. This is something that you just really love and you want to be better at. It doesn't have to be something for money. This is something that matters to you. Like, you do whatever this is for the joy of doing it, and if you do make money from it, that's just a bonus for you, okay? I feel like this is a part of your life purpose. Whatever this is, this thing that you're working on, this topic, this practice, it's something that brings you a great deal of satisfaction. It's something that you use this to combat any negativity in your life. It's very healing for you, okay? And this is a part of your life mission, your life purpose, is to be practicing this, okay? I feel like this is a skill set. I'm going to call it your skill from now on. So whatever this is, it's the practice of doing it, the bettering of yourself through this, okay? But I feel like you have recently been dealt some kind of defeat with this, or you're feeling defeated because you've been working so hard through all of this stuff, okay? There's an older woman I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now who has been, like, it's like they're offering you tidbits of mentorship. And this is somebody that has been helpful for you within this group. But she is not immune to this person either. I feel like there has been some negative gossip about you in this skill group, whatever it is. And you might feel this, like, heavy, crappy energy when you walk into a room sometimes. And it's, like, making you question yourself. And this reading is about Spirit just kind of being like, hey, this isn't something that's just in your head. There's literally somebody that's been talking bad about you, and we want to warn you because you're already somebody who questions your ability so much, and this isn't a question of your ability within your skill set, whatever this is, or practice. This is a question of other people being threatened by your potential. Okay, there's people here. Oh my god, I just said people, and I pulled the people card, and this isn't even the same deck. Okay, there's two cards that got mixed in this one. Yeah, if this is a job, They might be trying to get you fired, okay? That's not for everybody, obviously. And I'm also drawn to this deck with fire on it. But whatever this is, your ancestors are protecting you from it. I feel like you have nature spirits that you work with that are also working to protect you within the skill set. The skill set might involve animals for a lot of you. For others, it might involve something with the natural world. This could be like an outdoor activity. This could be something that is like something that better benefits the environment or helps open other people to caring about the environment, animals, plants, nature, waterways, you know, something like that. Your psychic strength is what gives you an edge in your skill set. You learn so quickly because you're intuitively picking up on aspects of the skill set that you've mastered in other lifetimes. This is not your first lifetime doing whatever your thing is. And that's why, like, certain older people that have really, like, tried to establish themselves within this, it's like they're coming against you because they don't want somebody younger to, like, I'm hearing, like, to steal their fire. That might be why the fire card is coming up here. Your spirit guides want to give you insight into this, again, so that your body isn't affected. Like, they really want you to not lose sleep over this. They don't want you to quit doing this. They do want you to move away from this group that is practicing this skill, or find a different way to practice it where you're, like, shielded from this person, okay? And this, I feel like, could be a long-term situation in terms of getting away from this person, especially if this is a niche thing that you're doing, or this isn't a group that you can readily find. I feel like you will be guided in a smooth way to find others who do this. Some of you may have to relocate to find a better place to do this, or a better group to do this with, and if that's the case, it will happen sooner than you think, and it will be a profitable and good transition in other ways in your life. Your ancestors and spirits want you to remember who you are. They want you to know that the things that you say are not stupid, okay? Like, I'm being drawn to this woman's mouth here, and it has blue on her mouth, which to me is like the color of the throat chakra. And people have been acting like the things you say are stupid, okay? This might have been something that was mirrored in your family group. That's not for everybody. But there's, like, some, like, low-level disrespect happening that you might have even been told to, like, brush off, or, like, oh, they're just being funny, or we didn't mean it that way, or, you know, that kind of energy. But they do mean it that way, and I feel like, you know, being gaslit is so uncomfortable, and Spirit just wants you to not internalize that, because you're unfortunately somebody who's really, really sensitive and intuitive, and you already question yourself so much. They just really don't want you to continue doing that. They want me to pull cards about this person. There's, like, somebody that they want to draw the attention to who's been speaking ill about you. Yeah, you threaten this person. Like, your skill set, like I was saying, intimidates them. They feel like you're gonna steal the spotlight kind of thing. Ooh, wow, these are really flipping out here. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have an offer. So the reason that they're acting like this may be because you're being noticed, or you're about to be noticed. If you're like, I haven't heard anybody notice me, I haven't heard about that, this other person may have heard people talking about you in a good way and got threatened. You know, people will sometimes do that. If other people notice how good you are and that person feels small and feels intimidated, they can start acting like this, okay? Some of you may have had some kind of romantic liaison with this person. That's obviously not for everybody, but this might be like an ex that's within the same skill or practice, that's just kind of like being a baby about this because they couldn't handle your skills before. That might have been, for those of you who this relates to, that could be why you broke up. So don't worry about that if it's not for you, though. I'm reading for a lot of people. Yeah, this person who feels threatened is always fishing for compliments, whether you realize it or not. If it's something you haven't noticed, I'm being told to guide you to notice. Like, keep your ears open next time you're around this person and notice how they talk and how they present themselves. Behind the scenes, this person has had a bad habit of addictions in the past. I feel like they are not currently using, but this is coming up here as like a reason that they got stuck behind. Because I'm sensing somebody a little bit older here, or older for getting started in this group or something like that. And they are intimidated by a younger person stepping up. They feel like they should have not been doing these things and started earlier, and they would be better than you. It's really goofy. If this person or thoughts about not being good enough in general at your skill set have been coming up whenever you are just hanging out by yourself, or like meditating or laying in bed or stuff like that, Spirit is saying that this is you sensing the energy being projected to you by this person. Whenever they pop into your head, say a little prayer of protection. If you don't pray, cast some positive energy over yourself like a shield. Use your crystals. Whatever it is for you. Whenever you get showers, take spiritual showers. Salt scrub, baby. Okay? This person with travel in reverse here, you might have a travel opportunity coming up that this other person can't or doesn't have. There's something here about someone being limited by travel and the other person isn't. Okay, these are all in reverse here. I have screenshot. There's things that have been said about you in a group chat that this person doesn't want you to know about. Yeah, they creep on your accounts. You may or may not know about that. I'm seeing those like bot accounts that are always like half-naked people that show up, and it's a website that people can use to make a fake account to look at your stories if they're blocked or something like that. That's this person, okay? I also have bad reputation. Like I said, this person has had a past of addiction, or like some kind of, bad things they did in the past, or like coming back to haunt them. And they feel like if they hadn't been doing this shit in the past, they would already be past you or better than you or something. It's really like petty, stupid stuff. I'm seeing an angel with like a golden or orange energy. So if you're seeing like flashes of gold or orange, or you're feeling called to like wear those colors more often, you may want to tune into like that frequency whenever you meditate and ask that angel surrounds you with protection. You may want to look up what angels are connected to those colors, okay? This person is looking for dirt on you, but like I said, you have this angel protecting you. You have ancestors that wanted to tell you about this through this reading. They are not going to find anything that matters. I feel like you're somebody that's really upfront about who you are, and anything like negative that they could find or whatever, you've already been open about. Like, you don't care. Yeah, you're not running from your past like they are. That's really what this comes down to, is like this person's running from the past and they're like projecting onto you. It's really, really stupid. So let's get some advice for you guys. Okay, I'm being told that some of you have had a past life with this person and they want me to give you some advice about that. Some of you have had Native American past lives. There's some kind of connection there. That's obviously for those of you who have been close with this person. If you haven't been close with them, you probably didn't have a past life. Yeah, I feel like even in this past life, with these coming up in reverse, you've always been somebody that could trust and have faith. You had this innate wisdom because you're an older soul than this person. You might be physically younger than them, but they're like butthurt because they feel like they can't compete with you, and you're not even competing. People like this make me so annoyed. Okay. What else? You want this card? Yes, okay. Any other messages for this group, please? What'd I just say? We just got the compete card. These people are trying to compete with you. You're not even playing the game. You're like, who are you competing with? It says you're under tremendous competitive pressure. So this person might be, again, like talking down to you, or like encouraging other people to talk down to you. It might just be this weird energy whenever you're in the room or doing this activity. If you're in like a group when you do it, there's something here about just this like heavy, stagnant energy that's around that makes you feel so weird, and you're like questioning if it's from you, and it's not from you. This is a pervasive energy because this person is like this is so weird, but Spirit's like showing me this person almost like walking into a room, and it's like they're showing me it as a big fart, like they're just farting this like horrible energy around the room constantly. They're also showing me being really deep in the ocean, like where it's really heavy and there's that intense pressure. It's that kind of energy. Okay, it's because this person is a very empty soul. Okay, this emptiness, and that's not even to be petty when I say that, like this person feels empty a lot of the time. They don't sleep a lot. There's somebody who can't deal with themselves. They really should be in therapy, but they're not dealing with themselves. So keep your goals firm, fill the emptiness. The only thing this person thinks about is fulfilling this goal related to this skill. They expect you to follow them, and they get really upset whenever you do something really smart with this, or you are so good that like you don't need to follow them. It's like they should follow you because you figured out a better way to do it. You will eventually be great. Follow great people. They're saying this person is abnormal. Try not to worry too much about them. You are being protected. Again, we have this like gold light in the back here. Really tap into this gold orange energy, because I'm hearing a cherub or like a cherubim. There's like a very powerful angelic force that is helping you. Okay, pay attention to the unusual in life. I'm seeing that it's like this angel or this protector being for you has been assigned by the divine, and they show up like if you're ever driving or like on a commute, they show up where there's like traffic. I don't know what that means exactly, but I feel like there's something here about like that's when they like to show up. So they might interfere with your music at that time. You might like feel a presence or start thinking a certain way, but that's when they want to come in. Okay, and I don't know exactly what that means, but that's what they said. They're showing me like traffic cones. So for somebody, if you're ever like on a commute and there's like, if you commute and there's a place where the road is under construction, there's something about that pause that will make you able to tap into their energy better, because when you're in the car, that's like a liminal space. Especially whenever you're stopped in the car because there's nothing else going on and you're between places. So with the cradle here, this is Spirit saying they're taking care of you. Like, they're going to make sure that nobody comes in and harms you. Anything else, please? I'm gonna get one tree card here. Alright, so we have the vine coming up here. And this is a grapevine. This energy, and you can look up this or Ogum. Okay? So this is number 11. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I'm not very good at pronouncing Irish. But this grapevine can climb. Okay, it climbs up other things, and it can always find a way to the light. It also chokes out the competition that holds it back. And this is an energy that protects you. This is why you're somebody who can excel extremely quickly. And even in situations where you're put into a group or in a situation with a totally new thing, I feel like you excel much faster than other people. It's because this is one of your energies that protects you and helps you. So I hope that this helps whoever it's meant for. Sending you guys lots of love. If you would like a personal reading, you can check out my website, Elderbeingsintuition.com. That's the only place you can book with me. I also have a Patreon that you can check out for more collective readings. And feel free to look at the free ones I have on there. Even if you don't want to join, they are there for a reason. Okay, sending you love. Bye.